Hello, my name is Clayton Wager, and I am a gold partner in Bing Han. And it is my privilege to be your host for the two sessions that are going to be covering the 9 pillars to success in network marketing. This is a program that was put together by Eric Worre, a very famous network marketing trainer, and we've adjusted it a little bit to fit into two segments of a PowerPoint presentation. And this is number one. So let's get started and see what we can find out about what's the success. What does it take to really be successful in network marketing? Well, the 9 pillars to success, and Eric Worre says this: he never loses. And I tell you, I don't either. And he says, I never lose. I either win or I learn. If you don't learn something from your experiences in life and in network marketing, then you really are a poor person indeed. Now, I would suggest that you get a pen, pencil, and a notepad and take some notes. We will have this whole program in a PDF form with the exercises that go along with it. So let's begin our journey. Your roadmap to success starts right here. Every journey begins with the first step, the first kilometer, the first spin of the wheels or whatever. But you have to decide. You've got to make the decision to engage and then don't turn back. Once you've started this journey, you can't say to yourself, well, I'm going to give it a shot, or I'm going to try. No, there's no such thing as just trying. You just make a decision to say, hey, I'm going to do this. Then you commit to the skills that you need to succeed. As we mentioned in many of our presentations, hard work and knowledge are going to be required in order to build a big network marketing business. So commit to learn the skills and don't stop until you've learned them. You just practice and practice and practice. It's like many years ago. I was not a very good skater. As a matter of fact, I was told to get off the ice because I wouldn't make the team. Well, I made up my mind that when the next year came around, I would be the best skater on the club, and so I put in the practice on the pond that we had in the back of our farm, and I practiced and practiced and practiced. And the next year, nobody could catch me. I was the best skater on the club. Habits. We all have good habits and we all have bad habits. Create good habits that you exercise every day to achieve your dream. It's like make the habit of contacting at least one person per day. This is number 4 is a big one, associations. Create your own environment. Associate with people that are like-minded, that want to get something done, that want to get to the top. So surround yourself with 5 people that you want to work with. You can hardly wait to wake up in the morning to work with these 5 people. And then think big. Don't think small. Think big. Always work to achieve bigger things. Never feel like you have arrived. When you're green, you grow. When you're ripe, you rot. And let it go. A lot of people hold on to grudges. Whatever is holding you back, anger, bitterness, pain, negativity. People tell you can't do it. You're dumb and stupid for getting into network marketing. Just let it go. And number 7, create a vision. Get a board, a cork board, and start putting pictures on the cork board of the things that you really want to do. Don't just buy into the company's vision, as it says here. Create your own vision. Yes, you are a member of Bing Han, and they have a vision, they have a mission statement, but you have to have your own. What do you want from your dream? What do you want to accomplish? And then you have to have a game plan. Your game plan. Get together with the person that enrolled you into or showed you Bing Han, and then sit down and strategize. Make a plan. Tell them where you want to be. You want to be a bronze, silver, gold, platinum, a diamond, whatever it is. You have to have a plan, and then decide to work your butt off. Work hard every single day towards your dream, and never, ever, ever give up. So pillar number 1, decide. Oh boy, make a decision. Make this the best year of your life. I know we're already 3 months into 2021. Doesn't matter. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. If this is going to be the best year of your life, you can't just sit back and think about it. You got to go out and make things happen. You got to give away samples of product. You've got to talk to people about the product and about the business. In network marketing, you only get paid for doing 2 things: selling our product at retail or wholesale and enrolling people. Now, amateurs say, once January comes around, I'm going to kill it. Or you might be saying now, once July comes around. Amateurs look at towards a future event or time to be the catalyst to get their business started. Say, oh, when I get my business started, or when I get my business cards, when I get my my desk organized, all kinds of different things. After I've achieved this training, after I've gone to the seminar, after I finish these 9 pillars, then I'll get going. After I have better people around me. Don't wait to achieve your dreams. Decide to do it now. Progress is perfection. You got to start somewhere. You don't need to be perfect to start. As a matter of fact, I've been at this for 51 years, and I am nowhere near perfect, but you need to start. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't need to know all about the product or the compensation plan or where this product is grown and all those different things. No, taking a step is better than inaction. Successful people begin right away. They act, they don't react. Taking that first step forward is how you achieve perfection. Practice, practice, practice. So where do you begin? 3 things that successful people do. They say yes to their dreams. They tell the world about their dreams. Now, you want to, whatever your dreams are, it doesn't matter. You put those pictures up on the wall, and then you start telling people about it. Now, there's a caveat here. When you share your dreams and aspirations with somebody and they put you down, doesn't mean they're a bad person. You just don't associate with them anymore, and you don't share your dream with them anymore. You don't want to be around people that put you down. So, and then figure out how you're going to do it. Entrepreneurs say, screw it, let's do it. Average people want to figure everything out first. Why do they do this? Because they're terrified to fail. Failure is no big deal. If you the big thing that most people don't do in network marketing is make a name list. And if they do, they make a small one. If you make a name list of 10 or 15 people and you phone 15 people and they all say no, man, you're going to be deflated. But if you have a 100 name list or a 200 name list and 10 people say no, so what? You still got 190 to go, or 200, or whatever it is. Make sure that you just say, hey, I am going to do this. Indecision, are you getting ready to get ready? A lot of people, just what we talked about. Are you just about ready to go to the top? I don't know. Make a decision. Decide you are moving forward. You aren't turning back to your old ways of life. You're going to burn the boats. There was a long time ago, there was an army or an armada that came to take over a country. And when the soldiers all got to the shore, the general said to one of the captains, go out and burn all the boats. They were horrified. What on earth are you doing? He said, we either win or we die. So how long do you want to stay and play small? I don't know. How many years do you want to hang around? Do you want this to happen now or next year or 5 years from now? Make a decision, even if it's going to be embarrassing. There's nothing wrong with, I'm going to be a diamond by the end of this year, and you only hit gold. So what? You still got your whole life ahead of you. Pillar number 2, commit to the skills. You can't build a network marketing business without learning some skills. It's difficult to get better and look good. Yes, it is. It took me quite a while to figure this all out. You might look bad from time to time, and that's okay. You might be embarrassed from time to time. You might put on a presentation, and it is just lousy. Who cares? I put on presentations where I thought to myself, oh my goodness, I wouldn't want to join this business if I listened to this guy either. But you know what? The more I did it, the better I got and the more confident I got. So just practice, practice, practice. There are no good or bad circumstances. There's only opportunities to learn from them. So how do you get better? By practicing. Good and bad experiences are irrelevant. If you increase your amount of experiences, you will get better. Bill Britt from the Amway Corporation, one of the top distributors in the company, he put on 1,200 presentations his first year, and 11 of those 1,200 made him a multi-millionaire. So are you willing to put on 1,200 presentations in a year? That's 4 a day. A professional is not someone who is lucky. A lot of people say to me, oh, you're lucky. No, it's got nothing to do with luck. I've been at this for 51 years. A professional is someone who has failed enough to know what not to do. So get the activity up knowing that you will make mistakes. Knowing you'll screw up, it doesn't matter. If you take action, you will separate yourself from everybody. It's in the moment of your decisions that your destiny is shaped. That's a statement by Tony Robbins. I never lose. I either win or I learn. That's a statement by Eric Worre. So if you adopt this way of thinking, you will never lose. You'll learn and you'll move forward. Losers stop taking risks. It's risky to sit down and or be in a bank lineup and start up a conversation with a total stranger, or be sitting in a restaurant and you overhear a conversation and you're fearful of going over and introducing yourself. Just do it. They don't approach a situation in fear. They embrace it as a chance to learn. That's the only way you learn in this business. And the better you get at doing this kind of stuff, the more money you are going to make and the bigger your organization is going to get. So it's training at the highest level and it's experiential. You got to experience it. You can't just sit on the sidelines. I didn't learn how to skate by sitting on the bench. I was out on the ice, falling down hundreds, thousands of times. Pillar number 2, commit to the skills again. So you've got to make the decision. You have to decide what decisions means to you. Decide that you're going to be a professional. Decide that you're going to excel to the rank. Decide that you're going to be a network marketing professional. Amateurs, they fiddle around and they work on PowerPoints, they work on flyers, they work on business cards, they work on everything except what makes them money. And that is talking to people about their product and about the compensation plan, about the business opportunity. So you already know what that decision is because you've decided to do something by learning this, because most of you have been thinking about this for a long time. You don't have hope not to try. This is about making a decision to go forward and not look back. Start at that decision and start by deciding what you're going to do now. As the sign there says, make a choice to be the best that you can possibly be. And don't try to copy somebody else. You got to be yourself. So once you make a decision, it's pretty easy. Until you make a decision, it stays really hard. So innovate inside your craft. Why are you confident in something that you do? Because you've done it so many times. I've done a presentation, a weekend seminar, and I've done a whole weekend seminar, no notes. Somebody came up to me and said, how on earth do you do that? And it's simple, to reiterate a statement by Jim Rohn. I've done it 1,000 times. That's why. So the skills that are necessary are, well, this is 4 of many. Find people to talk to and share with. I had somebody say, well, I don't know anybody. Well, my goodness, just go out and stand on a street corner and there's thousands of people going by you. Open up your cell phone and hit the contact button, and most people have 200 plus names there. Well, start there. Improve your skills every single day. Don't let a day go by where you don't practice putting on a presentation, talking to somebody, doing a three-way call. Doesn't matter. Promoting events. You know, every Thursday night we have an OPP. Every Tuesday night we have an Uber conference, which concentrates on the product. So make sure you go to those. Invite people to those. Take action. Stop crossing your fingers and hoping to be lucky. Decide to be good and don't worry about luck, because luck has nothing to do with building a business. Make a commitment to the skills, not just an awareness of them. Habit. Pillar number 3 is habits. We all have good habits. We all have bad habits. So come up with a baseline of daily habits that you can execute every day. How many people are you going to talk to today and tomorrow and the next day? How many people are you going to talk to the week? How many presentations are you going to put on? How many people are you going to sample the product to? Come up with some things that you can do on a daily basis and just do them. Can you commit to these daily disciplines? When your I should do that becomes your I must do that, it becomes a part of who you are. This is when your dreams will begin to take root, because it's now it's no longer an external thing that you are trying to engage in. It's a part of who you are. You've got, just keep on doing it day after day. It takes about 21 days to form a habit. So don't allow distractions to steal your dreams. Use the product. I know people that are in this business that haven't even used the product. I have an individual that purchased a can of product 3 months ago, maybe a little bit more than 3 months ago, and still hasn't taken the wrapper off of the box. Then they wonder why they're still suffering from pains and aches and whatnot. And share it with other people. It doesn't matter whether they buy or purchase or join. It just doesn't matter. Talk to people about their entrepreneurial dreams. Have you a plan B, sir? Ma'am? Well, most people don't have a plan B. If you lost your job and didn't get a paycheck for 3 months, how would you make out? Well, this is a plan B. Engage in personal development. Spend at least 15 minutes a day reading a positive thinking, positive book. Jim Rohn's library is fantastic. Ed Worrey, Darren Hardy. Those are just some people that I listen to all the time. Do this daily and you will separate yourself from all the wannabes out there. You know, a lot of people want to be successful, but they don't want to do the work. Primary and secondary focus. Everyone has a primary and secondary focus in their life. Your primary focus is where you spend most of your time, where your mind goes. When you have some free time, what do you think about? It's okay to serve your employer inside that community and add value there. That's fine. But they don't have your dreams. They don't have your imagination. As a matter of fact, if you are working for somebody else, you are a part of their dream. You are helping them accomplish their dream. And you want to give them, if they're paying you, you want to give them full time. You know, you want to give them all your effort while you're working for them. But when you're away from there, Jim Rohn has a statement. Work full-time at your job and part-time on your fortune. And when your part-time job exceeds what you're earning at your full-time job, then it's time to make some decisions. Some people will continue at their job because they love it. Secondary things is everything else. So how do you make your dreams primary? Not to hope, not to try. Engage in daily manageable little things that you can do. Talk to one person a day. While you're at coffee break, while you're on your way to work, you stop off at the gas station or whatever it is. Talk to somebody every day about what your dreams are. Little things that you can do. Share and teach. Things that you don't have to be skilled at and you don't have to be a superstar. Pillar number 3, habits. We have some work sheets that you can download. What are the simple habits that you can engage in for one whole year? List 4 of them. 4 things that you know that you could do on a daily basis. Pillar number 4, your associations. That has a big thing to do, a big part to play in your success. If you hang around with losers, if you hang around with people that are negative and have no dreams, you're going to become one of them. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. That's scary when you think about it. And there is nothing that you can do about it. Or is there? So you might say, no, I'm stronger than they are. This does not work. I can remember many years ago when my son, who was in his early teens, I caught him smoking, and he said, "Oh, I'm just experimenting." I said, "Son, if you continue to hang around with those people, you will become a smoker." Dad, don't worry about me. I was just fooling around. 32 years later, he is still smoking. So you will drink what they drink. You'll talk like they talk. If you hang around people that swear and use nasty words all the time, guess what? You're going to become just like them. You'll talk like they talk. You'll live like they live. You'll read what they read, and you'll smoke what they smoke. And it's just a fact. If you are earning, let's say, $50,000 a year, most of your associates will be in the $50,000 a year range. And when you start talking to them about network marketing, guess what? They're going to tell you you're crazy, because they don't want you to move out of their realm. If you're going to move into a $100,000 a year neighborhood, they're not going to want you to go. They're going to try and pull you back. And that's just the way life is. So the $10 million earners know this. At some point, you have to ask yourself, are your dreams more important than the negativity around you? Are you going to limit your association with negative people, negative influences? Hold your life to a higher standard. And what is that standard? You need to tell your friends. If you want to be in my life, there is a standard. You are not, are you helping me to achieve my purpose and growth of contribution on this earth? If they aren't, you're going to have to make some changes. We have a slide in our OPP. It says, if you change nothing, nothing's going to change. So are you pushing me in the direction of what I was meant to do? Or are you constantly pulling me back from what I'm supposed to become? If someone is limiting you and your potential, you have to limit your association with that person. It may be the hardest decision you'll ever make. I know I had to make some decisions along the way I just had to cut the ties with people that I was hanging around with. They just weren't a good influence on me. Pillar number 4, associations. Continuing. You can continue to hang out with these negative people, and you'll have to accept the lower results for the rest of your life. You have to accept the average that your top 5 people, your circle of influence, create. So treat yourself with respect, deny toxic people, and get around people of influence. If you want to become a millionaire, start associating with millionaires. Some people say, how on earth do you do that? Well, search them out, seek them out. How do you get around people of influence? You have to earn it, step by step. To be a servant to someone with more influence than you, more power than you, more experience than you, you have to hang around them. Don't expect anybody to offer you. Be a servant. Be of service. That's where it's at. More service, more money in your pocket. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our first session of the 9 pillars. And we will begin, I hope you made some notes. And this is available for a download anyway, so that you can go over it many, many times. Thank you for taking your time to listen to me and this information.